Morning, y'all, or morning, afternoon to everybody overseas. I feel like it's super dark in here.
Well,
Does it seem dark in here?
there's no sun on this side of the house.
Well, I know. Okay.
It's
Voiceover guy, voice of God, Mike. How are y'all doing this morning? How's your Monday kicking off? Can y'all hear me? See me? Okay. I was playing around with some settings before I came on, so making sure everything's good to go. There's always a lag in my chat compared to like what's actually happening. Let's see.
so,
You just put it over there. I'll take it down. I'm trying to see if it's. Hello. Good morning, anybody. I don't know if my chat's working. It says there are 8 people here. Not 10. Okay. I must have a really bad lag. What is happening? I'm hardwired in too. This is the thing. Like I'm hardwired in to the internet. So I don't know what's happening. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I don't like there's a super I'm lagging. Anyways. How are y'all doing? Once again. How's it going? Okay, cool. Cool. So it's going good? Well, that's good. Good to hear. I'm a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I'm hardwired in. I don't know why I'm so blurry. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm like I'm hardwired in, so I don't know why I'd be blurry. Also, the lighting is bothering me in here. Let's see. Here, I'm gonna change something real quick. Let's go to. I'm gonna go to my audio. Take this off. Go to that one. Y'all still hear me good? Let's see. And undo that. Technical difficulties. That. Don't ask me. Oh. God, that's awfully bright. Too bright. Let's turn this down a little bit and warm it up a little bit. There we go. Is that a little better? I think it's a little bit better looking. There we go. Technical difficulties. Gotta go. All right. Now I'm trying to print out. So I can't have all the things I have connected up to my computer. I can't have everything connected up at the same time. So I have to unplug things and replug things in. Yeah, it's a hot mess over here. I don't like the way that these new MacBooks are set up. How are y'all doing? How was your weekend? Do you guys how are your sales? What was something cool that you sold? Like let me know down in the chat. And also if you're new around here, let me know where you're from, what the weather's like. Since it's Monday morning, let's kick it off that way. All right, this is the Angel. I have like a few going out from eBay, so I'm printing out labels for that. That's what I'm currently working on. Let's see. And if y'all want to know a bolo as far as toys, I've said this many times, but Wild Kratts, anything Wild Kratts is a bolo. Let's see. That should be good. Let's print that. You spent 6 hours yesterday repricing and editing old listings. That's some dedication. That's a good bit of work. Afternoon from England. Afternoon. You guys are what, 5? It's a 5-hour difference, I think, right? From here to the UK? Yeah. I always could remember that.
GMT, I think, is 5 hours.
Here, I'll put this on. You put it on?
You can take your glasses off first.
There we go. How's that? I'm a little crooked. Let's raise this gallery.
To break your neck.
I don't have a neck.
So I think your stream is set to like 720. Can you adjust your stream quality?
In settings.
Yeah. Do like 1080p or
Where
I don't
general?
think that webcam's for
Where am I going though for that?
camera.
Is it just in here? Standard?
No, do high def.
This
720.
one, okay.
There you go.
Is it better?
Hopefully.
All right. What are y'all? Probably like anybody's coming in here that had a mask on for like a hot second.
Clipped it.
No, we found this yesterday at Goodwill and it goes for about $40.
No, it's like 80.
Oh, 80. Which one am I thinking of? We looked at a different one that was that much.
The grandpa mask.
Well, the grandpa mask. That's what it was. Yeah, so this one goes for about 80. What brand is this though? Because
on the inside.
oh, it's the gaming one. Venus Gaming. Yeah. So yeah, we paid $4.49 for it, and it goes for around 80. So ching. What's up, Harry? How are you? Good morning to everybody coming in. Good morning to the lurkers out there. All right, I think I'm good now. There were like technical difficulties. Yeah, I can't have my microphone hooked up at the same time I have like my printer and the light back there hooked up because I don't have enough outlets for it.
Oh, the USB?
Mm-hmm.
Well, normally you don't have your printer plugged in.
Well, I'm trying to print out my labels right now, so.
Yeah. Sacrifices.
The sacrifices! Let's see. I want to print it. All right. I'm going to print. Alright. This one is the cracked. Do y'all write on the back of your labels if you have like a handful of labels? Do y'all write on the back of like the back of the label what it goes to, or how do you have a system for that? You'll only get the broadcast if you're paying the StreamYard Pro. I have like the basic StreamYard. Well, not basic. I have like the step up from basic because I needed more hours. So I think I should be good now. I think I'm definitely more clear now. You're right on the box.
Yeah, 720s. I mean, that's like low high def.
Yeah, it's better than what it looks better now than what it did earlier. You're right on the box. All right. Yeah, I write on the back of my labels just to keep it easy. All right. I guess another question is, do y'all pre-package your items? So I know some people do that. Or you just keep them in a SKU, or do you just kind of put them somewhere and you know where they go? Because surprisingly, when I did a poll about that on Instagram, a lot of people don't even use a SKU. I was very surprised about that. All right. I'm going to print. All right. I'll go over what I sold over the weekend just in a second. I think you'll just be yeah, I'm on 720. Yep. One at a time. I typically ship less than 10 days. It's not... Print and slap on label. So yeah, I feel like everybody's kind of different. Like so, voiceover guy, voice god, Mike over here. He likes to, as soon as he sells something, he'll go and package it up and print the label out, like automatically. For me, like right now, I have like a little stack of items that I sold that I'm going to pull and then do all the shipping at once. So I mean, I already have an idea of what boxes and what packaging I'm using, so I already put that into the system. So there's that. But yeah, that's how I operate. You're awfully quiet over there.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm writing a listing.
Well, I guess you're not using tape this time. You're not backing anything up.
I did that earlier.
I'm surprised. I think it's one thing that you usually like using the tape. All right, and this was for bird. Do you hear it?
I'm crazy.
Yeah, like what is that? All right, and then I got this gimme. This bird that won't stop talking. Let's see. Do you just call him voice of God? I need to...
She never calls me voice of God ever until we're on a live. Ever.
You'd have a talk with Melody about the names she calls me. Right, what does she call you? I'm wondering now. Does Mike have a separate store? Yes, he has his own eBay. Is it technically a store that you have?
I have my own eBay account that I've had since 2001.
Yeah.
So I'm a veteran here.
So you've had your account since I was...
Before we were married.
Well, I was, what, a sophomore in high school?
Yes. But I'm not gay. I'm not that much older than you. I'm only 4 years older than you.
I know. I just like to give you crap. I'm not always 100% sure of my shipping weight and calculations with listings, so I don't trust you. No, I get it. No, I totally get that. Not really knowing. Yeah. Sort of splash on his bed. Not sure if he has a custom SKU for that. What's up, Jimmy? I mean, I guess it's a good place to store them, is on your bed. She definitely doesn't call me the voice of God. Are you both resellers? Do you like operate independently? So we are both. I mean, we've always been. Well, you kind of did the retail arbitrage. So he started out with like retail arbitrage a good bit. So he collected like Legos and Star Wars. Gosh, it was what, 10, 11 years ago you started really doing that.
Yeah.
So he held on to a lot of stuff and then been slowly selling all that off. And then so we've been doing reselling for about 1.5 years now, technically. And so he had his eBay store originally and was doing that, but I started over on Mercari. So that's where I'd originally got my feet wet with reselling. And I didn't go over to eBay until the beginning of this year. So January is whenever I officially started eBay. So, but I created my own store for eBay because I didn't want to mess up his eBay account, because I didn't know really a whole lot about eBay at all, and I was so afraid to mess up his ratings and everything else. So I didn't want to touch that. So I wanted to do it on my own and start fresh and do that. So yeah, we both run our own separate accounts, and I think we do fairly well with like just our own thing. So, but I still do my Mercari and I do eBay, and he does eBay solely.
Well, and we sell different stuff. Like
yeah,
you are more toys.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like he's more focused on Legos, Star Wars, some action figures, but he's been doing a lot of books, like a lot of like car manuals. What else? Video games.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's like just kind of different subjects.
Kind of like the spillover of stuff that you don't typically sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I like the ease of scanning a UPC code and pulling up, sold comps and listing real quick. And you do a lot more research.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. So the stuff that he does is a lot more. He can just kind of scan it and figure out a basic posting for it. And like for me, I have to go figure out what things are. But I prefer that, because then I'm learning too. Then I've learned a lot in the last 1.5 years off of, Google Lens has helped, but just learning different action figures and cartoons, and just knowing the general areas of where things go. That's been awesome. You got what are you selling? What's up, Jen? Good morning. Good morning, Cameron. What's up, Kristen? Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I say hi to everybody. Who is better at packing, Shay or the voice of God?
Ooh.
I don't know. I think we're fairly even on the packing. But I see I ship more breakable things than what he does, though. I think that's the other thing.
Yeah. That's a.
It's a tough one because
I'd say we're about equal.
Yeah, because we ship different things. I ship a lot more bigger items, I think. Well, and a lot of things that you sell it's Lego, so it's already in a box.
Yeah.
And books are a general.
Books, if they can go media mail, it's simple.
I don't know. I feel like I have to get creative in Frankenstein boxes more often than what he does.
Yeah. I will say that
I'm good at that. I'm good at Frankenstein.
You have to do more unusual sizes than me.
Yeah.
Mine are pretty standard.
Good morning, Carl. Haven't seen you in a while. Your videos are really helpful for learning how to source an MD. A lot of popular videos come from down south where everything is so inexpensive. That is true. See, so up here where we're at, and it just depends on every area. And I think somebody mentioned this in a video that I watched the other day, but it just depends on where you live at and what's available.
You're traveling to Texas last month to see your family.
Yeah, so whenever I was down in Texas last month, I did learn if you want to get into reselling, look into clothing down there. That's there are so many thrift stores down there that just it's primary clothing. If you want to start with that, start down there with clothing. That's my biggest take away from being down there, because I did not find really anything to bring back to resell. I mean, I had a couple figurines Willow Tree figurines, a couple of Halloween masks, and I know of I found a couple of purses. I went to the Goodwill bins with my parents and I found a Fry. If you don't know what Fry is, it's Frye. Look it up. It's a really good brand with purses and boots, shoes, all that kind of stuff. They do really well. It's all leather. So I found that, and what was the other one? It was
those figures you're talking about?
The figures I was talking about, the purses.
Oh yeah.
But so if you want to start down there, clothing. But for up here, we travel probably about 45 minutes to an hour in any direction to go sourcing. And I found that toys are a lot easier, at least for me. There are a lot of shoe sellers and clothing sellers in this general area. So there's not a whole lot for me to pick. I mean, I'll find something every once in a while, but there's a lot more clothing sellers around here, and our Goodwills jack up the prices crazy. So yes, I get it whenever you guys are saying that down south is very much more inexpensive than up here.
Yeah.
No, I guess that's also a reason why I like going to West Virginia, and because their prices are better.
Oh yeah, you'll see.
West Virginia.
You'll see a massive change.
I'll get yelled at for saying that.
You'll see a massive change in Goodwill pricing depending on where you're at in this area.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, if we drive 40 minutes into West Virginia, a pair of shoes could be $6. You could drive, I don't know, closer to Baltimore or DC, and that same pair would be $30.
Yep. Wish I could shop garage sales year round. Yeah. Well, that's I guess another thing that we've learned this summer. There wasn't a whole lot of yard sales like there had been.
I don't think they were advertised as much this year.
Yeah. So, I mean, usually, because last year we hit it big with a lot of community yard sales. There's a lot of communities around our area. So we're trying to map out what weekends were these community yard sales happening. So we had to figure it out, or if we'd have to divide and conquer kind of thing and go to one community yard sale and then he would go to the other one kind of things. It was a lot last year, but then not a whole lot of that this year. I think.
Well, I think the only thing that's really hampered us is that
our daughter has soccer.
Yeah, so
on Saturday mornings.
Our daughter has soccer every Saturday morning, and it was springtime and now here in the fall.
Yeah, so we're kind of trying to play that too, but we were able to go after her game this past Saturday.
She had a double header. And we were able to go yard selling at 11 a.m.
But we were able to still find some things.
We found some great stuff.
I need to go find that Pokemon blanket. But I found a vintage Pokemon blanket that goes for about $60-$70, and I paid $5 for it.
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, but that was at like 11:30 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also what was it? Color Fest is coming up. That's another big one that's gonna. We might have to divide and conquer on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Yes, I will be at the Goodwill opening on Friday. I went to the one on when they had the grand opening for the one on 40 over here. I was there. But yeah. Pokemon is worthless. Okay, Jen. Good morning, Meg. How are you? Is soccer growing a lot more these days in the US?
I mean,
soccer's been around. Like it's not like it's. We just don't have. I guess it's
every community has.
Okay.
Well, actually, I should say every school has a soccer program.
There is, but there's not any like major league.
Right.
That's the only thing that we don't have here is we don't have the major leagues for soccer or football, as you guys call it.
Well, we do.
I mean, there is, but it's not like popular. It's not like, at least not on the popular level of like how football like.
It's not nationally televised here in the U.S.
Yeah.
But you can still get it if you want to buy like a satellite.
Yeah, because we're just weird here in the U.S. and just don't go along with anybody else. Like. With the rest of the world, we just decided to be different over here. Yeah. Let's see. Love Goodwill openings. What's up, Jimmy? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Hello to the lurkers again. But let me go back over to y'all. This is the gimme. Can you grab that Wild Kratts thing? I'll show off that.
The turtle thing?
The Tortuga.
This thing?
Yeah. I think it's how you pronounce that.
Tortuga. Yeah.
Tortuga. I gotta double check him. Make sure he's good to go. We should be fine. Tortuga. I feel like I'm saying like a. What's Tortuga from? Is that like Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's like an island.
Right? But that's what I keep thinking of.
Tortuga was an island in Pirates of the Caribbean. But I think it's an actual island.
Yeah.
But I'd be lying if I was 100% certain.
Here, somebody else. This is like another educational live.
No.
What? You didn't know where a platypus came from, so I mean. It's turtle in Spanish. See, I didn't know this. The things you learn. But yeah, so this is the Wild Kratts case that I sold, and it's called a Tortuga. And it's got like this. It's basic, no accessories with it whatsoever, no figures. And this sold for $59.99 on eBay, and we paid $3.99, I believe, for it. So I think it was a pretty good flip. Good morning, John. Yes, they're kicking it over here. Garage sale kill skills are weak. I just drove around getting lost and finding garage. But much anger. Carl, I'm sorry that you're frustrated. I guess like how are like yard sales or garage sales up in Canada? Because I don't know how that works. I don't know how it is up there to compare it down to here. I know also here, like the city, you can only have so many yard sales per year if you're actually doing it yourself.
Yeah.
There's guidelines. I think where my dad lives at, like they have to have a permit to actually have a yard sale. So let's see. So I got the gimme Wild Kratts Angel. Okay. Same as you, but obviously not year round. Well, they're not really year round here either. I think only if you're like living out like in the desert, like Arizona.
Well, it gets cold here. I mean,
yeah, it gets a little chilly here.
I don't know if we were ever at a yard sale past November. like December,
Yeah, I don't know.
January, February,
Yeah.
but March is like the beginning.
But I guess like, do y'all go like hit up your like estate sales during the wintertime? Does that like is that a big thing?
I would say yeah.
Because but we've never really done estate sales because a lot of times here they hire a company and it's overpriced. There are no guidelines where I'm at, but the houses are spread so far apart the grass sales are few and far between. Yeah. Well, there's people who like literally like just leave like permanent. They'll leave permanent yard sales up. That was like the one we drove by the other day. You're like, that's been set up for like how long? And it's been sitting out in the rain. Yeah. It's like they're trying to have their own little like flea market outside. You do have estate sales here. It's companies as well and overpriced. Yep. Exactly. That's what it is for us here. At least that's the ones we've been to, they all seem like they're overpriced.
The estate sales?
Yeah, estate sales, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah. Estate sales are best during winter. Okay. I have to look into it.
That's something we need to definitely do.
Yeah.
Try is the winter estate sales.
No, because I want to find a good one where, since I'm into like mid-century, like just kind of vintage kind of stuff, I would love to find one where it's like literally like the house looks like it's been barely touched. I would love, because I see people like post videos on those. Like that would be like my kind of like a holy grail kind of thing of just going into like a house that like it's like a time capsule. Like I would be so happy.
And you were like the only one picking it.
Well, not necessarily, but it's like just seeing.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. It's you don't see that very often. You mean how often do you get to walk into a complete stranger's house and?
Yeah, but I mean, I see people post things here and there so often, but like they just happen to find this estate sale, and it was just perfect. And yes, I know to like double check the bathrooms because I know that's a big thing too. Check with estate sales is to figure out which companies know which categories. That's a good way to put it. Check out estate sales on second or third day. Prices are better. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely start doing some research and like see what's in this area. I mean, I know we have a lot of like auction houses, but I haven't really looked into the estate sales. So I'll definitely do that. Oh, this is that witch. That's what it was. I've been selling a good bit of Halloween decorations. I'm gonna go pull. So I got the Tortuga. I got the gimmies downstairs. So I got like this it's a Grim Reaper, kind of like a ghost face, like vintage decoration that hangs up. I sold. Let's see. Yeah, so we got the Grim Reaper, sold it for $36. The Willow Tree figure, which is in here. I don't know if y'all sell these or not, but I finally picked up one of these and sold it. I got that sold out for $10. Tortuga's $59.99. And I got this witch hanging decoration, which I believe she's up here. Mommy down. All right. Yes, I sold this like hanging witch decoration. She sold for $26.99 and we paid $3 for her. So avoid OPS. They advertise like it's estate sale, but a bunch of crap. Okay, good to know. Getting products, estate sale, people don't know what they are. Okay, I have to like take notes. I have to go back to the chat and take notes and all this stuff. So that's why I love doing lives like this. It makes me happy. Do I do private picks? No, I don't. I have never done a private pick. I would love to. I think that's another thing. I guess my next step at some point is to get to know people and actually
So you have to
put it out there that like, hey, like if you know anybody or get wind of like toy collection or whatever. Like I think you have there's a certain family that your family knows that I would like to see what kind of toys they have.
Oh yeah.
You probably know who I'm talking about, but yeah, I just need to like put the word out there and like, hey, like if you have like yeah, if there's anything you want me to pick or anything, like if you have toys, collections, those kind of things. I'm like rolling. I can't like I literally start going downhill. There we go.
I feel like you almost need like a business card.
I know. I need a
'Cause
lot
that's
of
all
things.
you gotta do. If you're at a yard sale and you ask them, "Hey, do you have any of this?" They say no, but maybe my brother does.
How many of y'all actually have like business cards? Do y'all have those? Your bathroom, everything's. Ew, multi towels. Private kid pics scare me. Like, how do you come up with prices? See, I guess that's the other thing. What are you talking? Yes, you're just playing with it.
Who's your friend for the day?
I'll put him back here. I can sit right here. There we go. My death pile is so big, I need to clear it out so I can make room for new inventory. Oh, wow. That's the thing. I guess, like, you just at some point have to just, well, we just cleared out a bunch of stuff, too. It was like getting rid of stuff that we had bought up, like, not knowing what we were buying at first. I think that was, like, the big thing that we had an issue with for a while. Even now, we're trying to figure out where to put things and store things. I think that's our big hurdle right now because we got to figure out our basement. Which one?
Who's that?
Chichinking?
Yeah, so I was just reading your comments here, but yeah, my average sale price last year I think was almost $50 per item, and now it's completely changed. It's like,
well, you're selling Legos too. You're selling.
I sold a lot of the bigger items that I had held on to, but
well, you were also selling. You did some Star Wars too, right?
Well, right, the comic packs, but
yeah.
Well,
I sold a lot of the comic packs too.
Yeah. Well, we still have all those bins.
Yeah, so we have like a basement full of
retail arbitrage
that needs to be like listed. So once we get that cleared out and sold off, then we'll have more room for inventory, different inventories. No, like I used to think he was insane for the amount of stuff that he was buying at one point because we weren't. This is before you were selling anything, so it was just like accumulating. It was so much. It's like so many items.
Yeah, it wasn't like a hoarding thing because we had plenty of room, but it was more or less like I was buying it knowing that I would never open the package, and you
want to come over and talk, and people can actually see what you look like. You're fine.
Am my camera presentable?
Get over here. The voice of God.
Hello. Yeah, I mean, I was buying so much stuff that I knew I would never open, and just knowing that it would
I'm cultivating
grow value.
I'm cultivating mass. Yeah, exactly. That's what it felt like. The thing is that's a good way to put it. But I think for me, I think I wasn't that big of a nag when it came to that stuff, though.
Well, I think the funny thing was way back was I used to hate going to Goodwills.
Yeah, I could not get him to go to Goodwill. Like, he would act like he didn't hear me when I asked to go. Like, he'd literally drive by it and not go. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Like, that's how. And now he actually wants to go to Goodwill. Like, I don't even have to bring it up. So
I'm just like, well, we're gonna go to this one next, right?
Yeah. So I don't have to like bribe him with anything anymore. But I'm jealous of his. I'm not jealous of his hair. Yeah, he's actually growing it out right now. Are we gonna grow it out long again?
I used to have, at one point I had long hair.
Yeah.
She convinced me to grow it out.
Like you wanted to do it. It wasn't just me.
But it's very thick.
Yeah, he has more hair here in this fistful than I do on my entire head. So he's got nice hair.
I hated thrift stores until I finally went in one. Yeah, I can attest to that.
Cool, Kristen. What kind of doll are you listing? His work buddy's calling. Oh, we got the season man behind the voice. Yes, that was Mike, voice of God. He had to go run off. One of his coworkers called. But yeah, I need to grab. And then I have 2 on Macari that I need to print out. The only thing I don't like about Macari. I still haven't figured out the trick how to print out labels from Macari onto the Rolo. And I'm not even going to try because the steps are just like, it's not even worth it to me. The wizard behind the curtain has been revealed. Yes, that is Mike. That is Mike, my husband. We've been married for 15 years. Let's see. I need to find Macari labels. Macari. I use Pirate to do all Macari labels. See, I haven't that's another thing I haven't branched out on when it comes to Macari because I'm afraid of not having that coverage, that security that they provide when you buy through them. I think that's the only thing that kind of puts me off from going outside of Macari. Again, I'm still learning too. I'm still learning about all this. All right, this one's FedEx. And this is Thundercats. Oh. Thundercats, and then we also got Ben 10. Let's go. Let's see. Ben 10 figures. Here. So yeah, if you guys ever are interested in anything like action figure wise, you notice action figures with this one right here, this little hourglass logo, or like I call it the Black Widow logo or whatever. That is a Ben 10 action figure. So the majority of all these have that little logo on them. They do well. Some of them do well by themselves. A lot of them do better in lots. I sold a lot together on Macari. And I think if you don't recognize the hourglass shape, I think on the lettering on either their feet or their backside, usually will say like Ben 10 on there. So there is that. So I sold this on Macari, shipping it through FedEx because it was cheaper. Let me see. I believe it sold for $26 or $28. That's sold for. Getting organized. What fun is that? What's up, Paul? Good morning. Good morning. I need to like figure out. I'm so far behind. There we go. Save the Macari label as a PDF and then send it to you, Roller. I guess I'll have to play with it. I need to I haven't done it in a long time. EB10, yes. Yep, Ben 10. Yep. Yeah, I like Ben 10. Like, and the thing is, I didn't know about Ben 10 until I got into this. That's one of the other ones I've learned about in doing all this. Ben 10, Walkrats, anything that's PBS, Mega Man. I just listed a couple of those. Ninja Turtles, but like the older ones. Good morning to anybody coming in. All right, this is Ben 10 lot. Right, and then I had a Thundercats figure. So he didn't go for too much, but I only paid, I think, like 50 cents at a yard sale for him. So can't beat it. Right, it isn't usually fun unless you find cool items that can be listed. I'd say when I say get organized, it's more or less like getting yourself organized for the week. It's not necessarily there's a hot mess over here still. There's always a hot mess. I can clean this up once a week and it's gonna still be a mess by the end of the week. But it's just the idea of being able to sit down and go through what you're trying to accomplish this week. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. So I'm getting my shipping stuff ready to go, get all that out, and then I will get everything cleaned up, kind of organized, put away, house stuff, all that. So it's just like a matter of like getting in the right mindset for the week. Because sometimes it just sucks to do it by yourself on a Monday morning when you're not in the mood and you have the case of the Mondays. Yes, it's yeah. I'm shipping into Turtle on figure right now. 20. That's good. I don't pick up a whole lot of the newer Ninja Turtle figures. Just I know that I haven't come across that are worth it, I guess. All right, so that I have to go get the Gimme Reaper is downstairs. All right. I got all my labels printed. Good to go. I gotta put out thank you cards. I put thank you cards and one little sticker in all my orders. I need to. If y'all have gotten stickers, what's the best, I guess, like site to order them off of? Like as far as like your own stickers, like your own personal like logo stickers. Because I keep saying this and I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna bite the bullet and do it. Hardest part of shooting a video is filming from a location in my house without disaster behind. The thing is, if you do that, like it just shows that like you're real. It's not like you're not like it's not like a setup. It's not just like the highlight kind of thing. It's like it just shows you the real thing. I think the genuine part of it is what people like. Sticker mill. Okay, cool. I will look into that then because I don't have my own stickers yet. I have been printing out like little like I don't even know if I have any more left. My own little logos off of my Rolo. Like they're like just like black and white stickers. So gotta bite the bullet and do it. We have promos every week with a month time. Okay, cool. Thank you for the tips. I will definitely. Cha-chinking. That's funny. No, I think you got really good content. Just fill with the disaster. Just go with it. Roll with it. It's all good. No, I get it because I did the same crap. I'm the same way. Like I have like literally here. This is like I'm like it's still high. I need to get. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I was lost there for a second. I moved my computer and it's gone. National Flipper. Okay, cool. I will be doing that this week too. Squishmallow. I don't think it's not Squishmallow. It's a. What is this? Octopus. And it is. I don't even want to try to like pronounce that. Mochi Puni octopus. It feels like a Squishmallow and it looks like a Squishmallow. I think he fell off of the top of my shelf up there though. All right. Well, apparently my internet's going in and out, so I'm gonna have to like hop off here a little early. So wait, the new Bolo plush is a jelly something. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. Sorry about the disconnect. Trying to think what I have going on this week. Oh, So Jake and I over at Yakov Bins, we are starting our own like separate channel and calling it Ready Set List. And we're gonna be doing it on weeknights, getting on there about 9:30 at night. I know it's a little late, but we're going to gonna get on that and start just getting some listing done and just kind of build up that channel. So I will drop that down in the link below somewhere, either in my description. I'll probably do that in there, and I'll also post it on my Instagram, TikTok. I'll do all the things. But yeah, have a good week, y'all. Keep kicking it. Yeah, have a good day.